Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Oshi no Ko. To now on episode 9. So, what happened on last episode? A fantastic, wonderful question. So, last episode, episode 8, was the... It was honestly calmer than I expected it to be, which is kind of nice. It's kind of nice, because the show's been getting pretty intense, so it's nice to kind of just relax a little bit here, right? Where we had, Aqua deal with the whole Akane eye situation unfolding before his eyes. Eyes, I guess, pun not intended, that's funny. And he ended up taking that much better than I was kind of thinking he would, so that was good. At least good for his, like, mental health, right? And then we finished the filming of Love, what was it called? Love Show, I forget, the reality TV dating show, whatever it was called. Finished the filming of that. Aqua had the devious little idea that, oh, dang, you know what, this is what he thought, this was what his thought process was. Dang, Akane kind of smart, and she kind of has a very good mental image of I. That sounds like something I want in my back pocket. I started making out with her, right? Right, basically what happened. A little, it was more cynical, or not cynical, it was more like slithery than that, but that's pretty much the all in all of it. However, he didn't even, like, fully go, like, romantic manipulation route, which I was like, oh, well, here he is, like, here's the thing I was worried about. No, he kissed her, kind of locked that in, and then afterwards told her, like, I don't see you as a romantic interest, but I do see you as an actress interest, which is true. So he's like almost doing something really manipulative and scary, and then pulling it back to just kind of acceptable, you know? And he kind of did this before with Kana, I feel like, right? With getting her to join the group with Ruby, but I don't know. I'm gonna go boom to the comments on screen. There's not too many comments, because it was like a calmer. It was like the climax of the arc, right? So there's not, you know, people are taking a load off, people are relaxing, which I respect. This I thought was a good point, a really good point. So it's the idea that Akane, her, like, abilities to analyze people, you know, shout out her freaking theater career, right, is going to have her be, like, much more powerful in the whole mystery solving, let me kill my dad quest than Aqua's gonna expect. And she'll be more of a partner than he's currently anticipating. I like that idea. It makes me curious, like, because the thing with Akane, the way I read her, like, her talent is she is really extremely good at, like, analyzing somebody. Well, obviously, right? But part of that is you need to have enough of somebody to analyze, right? You can't analyze, like, 3 Walmart receipts worth of somebody's information and then call it GG, right? The nice thing about I is she was so popular that, you know, there's a ton of interviews, not like a ton, because I feel like that was kind of a point that some of the stuff in the beginning was kind of, you know, a little shady, or like a little, like the technology didn't capture some of the early stuff necessarily, but at least at the end of her career, you know, she was kind of a really big deal. So there was a lot of footage for Akane to kind of go through, which meant that she could go down her, like, obsession, or, like, her super analysis rabbit hole really well. Whereas, like, with this whole mystery of Aqua's dad, like, we really don't know kind of anything about it. We know some very basic things, and we can make, like, guesses about what kind of person would be someone attracted to I based off of Akane's understanding of I. Like, it is useful, no doubt. She's gonna be like, very useful, but, like, if she doesn't, I feel like if she doesn't get enough of that information, she's not gonna be able to, like, really pop off. And even if Aqua starts obtaining some of that information, I don't know how much he was willing to share. Like, he's going to be so, I feel like he's gonna be so stingy with it, right? Because it's like, my thing with Aqua, it's, he won't. He hasn't, and I don't think he would really want to let somebody help him, like, as an equal, as a partner, you know? Which I think even me and this comment agree, like, then he's currently anticipating here. Like, he's not trying to make her into, like, a, you know, Batman and Robin kind of thing. Like, he's trying to use her ability, and I think kind of keep it suppressed in his nice little container, you know? He's trying to use, like, pocket spray Akane, not, like, Akane, the human being next to him, right? So, like, that's kind of my thought of how, because, like, I don't know. I think he's going to use her like a tool or he wants to use her like a tool rather than have her be like a mind to like bounce ideas off of. And so if she's being used as a tool, I don't know if she's going to be given enough input information to be able to like pop off. Which maybe that's going to force Aqua to be like, okay, like I have to let Akane in more, into this mystery more, to use her abilities. And so it's kind of forcing him to open up, because opening up about it to Akane would be the right move, like, to actually succeed. So that would be something. And I feel like that would help Aqua mental, because that would like force him out of the lone wolf thing, because like the more that he tells Akane, the less that she's a tool, because the more she's aware of like the situation as a whole. And like, you know, yeah. Because like he's not gonna just be like, well, maybe he is, I don't know, but I don't see him going like, hey Akane, we're going for my dad, right? I feel like he's more going to pose in the same way he posed to the director guy, like that he got on the reality TV show with, and be like a oh, I'm a fan, like I want to know about some of the information, or like maybe he'll spin some sort of story, but he's not going to just full beans it right away. But to get the full Akane package, you got to full beans it all the way, I'm thinking. And yeah, okay, so next time, I don't think Akane is easy to manipulate, but Aqua easily did manipulate Kana to join Bikomachi and to go into Sweet today. Yeah, and agreed, yeah. So he did really, like, well, the thing with Akane, though, easy to manipulate. Akane, I feel like Akane is so mentally, like, dependent's a weird word to throw out, but at least, like, full of gratitude, comfortable with, trusting. I feel like all of those things are Akane has for Aqua, right? Because Aqua literally saved her life, and was, like, gargantuan in that effort, you know, with the whole, like, making the video, to kind of, like, also save her, like, online life, that kind of stuff. So, like, Aqua has so much ammunition to manipulate Akane if he really needed to, and I feel like, so, like, that's kind of a route, but, like, personality-wise, I think Akane also kind of got, like, she wouldn't cave to that super necessarily. It's just, I don't trust her mental. I don't trust her mental health, her mental state to be strong enough to, if Aqua really wanted to, like, if he really wanted to manipulate her, I feel like he could make it happen. It's just, then you're like, then it would be Aqua using her mental weaknesses, which included the whole, like, you know, like, very depressive thoughts, all that kind of stuff. It'd be like that using against her, and I don't think he would want to do that, and it would, like, he would have to get really desperate to do that, anything like that. I don't know. We'll see, though. We'll see. Akane stocks have definitely been rising. I will not lie. So there was some fun stuff in here. Kana, the Aqua thing, the Delusions of Grandeur thing, apparently it's a Chonibyo? Byo? Bruh, I appreciate the pronunciation guide. That's actually clutch. That's actually smart. Even if I mess it up, that's actually smart. Roughly translated as 8th grader syndrome. Oh, like it's, yeah. I've heard of this before. It's the eye patch thing. The power in my left eye is overtaking me. Ah! No, yeah. So when Kana, she was insulting him more, with the whole 8th grader syndrome thing, which is really funny because he, like, genuinely has like the me and Aqua Hoshino thing. But yeah, from like an outsider's perspective, it looks like he's kind of tripping or like really being dramatic, which is funny. This is why, like this right here. Okay. I love Kana, Team Kana, let's go. Whoa! I will never falter. This is so true because of this reason. 2 and 4 is so true. I love Kana. I love a lot of these characters. All the characters are really, really good. Doing a tier list is going to be really hard for the show. The thing, like, my thing with Kana and what I love about Kana so much is exactly this, is that, like, she's, like, Aqua and her can just chill. Like, Aqua, I feel like, can't just chill with Ruby because he's got all the, like, he's got a lot of issues going on there. Like, Kana's kind of called it as, like, a sister con thing or whatever. And he's super protective. He was manipulating her previously with the whole, like, idol thing, like, faking the call in episode, like, 2. And all that kind of stuff. And then, like, Akane, he literally locks lips with on TV to, like, you know, like, he's making moves in that department. You know, he's trying to use Akane for his revenge plans, like, all that kind of stuff. But Kana's just chilling. And they're just having a good time playing catch. Like, that's the relationship I want Aqua to have with people. The, like, normal, healthy kind. And I feel like Kana's the best option for that because she's not useful for the revenge plans or directly tied to his trauma of Ai dying, you know? So Kana stocks are basically through the roof, is my point. Also, Ruby, can we give Ruby screen time, please, this episode? Like, I beg of you. Please. Please. I mean, we're definitely going to, because this episode is going to be the Memcho joins the idol group episode, and we're probably going to start, like, do an idol thing at the ending, and then we're going to have something dramatic happen on episode 11 that's going to be like, oh no, we have to choose, or something. Yeah. Choose between the idols and your sister, or you're chasing your revenge plan, and then he's going to chase the revenge plan, and things are going to go wrong, and then Kana's going to get hit by a bus. Okay. And then this is a really fun piece of information. So apparently, when Akane said, I think I have it pretty much figured out, they swapped into Ai's voice actor for that, or voice actress. That's crazy to me. I gotta rehear that line just so I can see if I can hear Ai in it. And then apparently also the voice actress for Ai auditioned for Akane, but then got Ai instead, which is really funny given the whole context of like Akane, you know, impersonates Ai or like uses that like character to study. But then the voice actress for Ai wanted Akane, but then she, you know, it's like a fun circle. I love Kana! It's so true, so true. And I do appreciate this. This is very pogged. Just a reminder to everyone that I do the, doo-doo. Wow, that's crazy to me. There's the full pip, which is full opacity. I try to put that, like, anytime I watch something that's, like, pogged, I try to put that in the description so that people can do that. And I think, because there's comments saying that, like, mute the video, mute the YouTube video and have it play while watching the pip stuff. I think that works. I think that's good for watch time, so I really do appreciate it when people do that. Because, you know, your boy do be sacrificing a healthy dosage of watch time. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm trying to, you know, it's worth it for the full opacity to sacrifice some watch time. Or like the watch hours, that's how like YouTube calculates it. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to comment on the Monogatari thing. Don't worry about it. No, okay, listen. Him and Ruby have the ultimate sibling moment. You know what I mean. Don't you begin that. Don't you begin that. Yeah, and there's kind of, this is actually a fun point here. What if the the Ruby, Serena, Goro, Aqua thing, like when that comes out, what is that gonna do? I don't think there would be a romantic thing in that really, like at all. Because I don't think those emotions were there in the past life, and they're obviously not here in the current life because they're siblings. So I'm kind of chilling in that department. A lot of people are like, not a lot. I've seen a few unhinged people shipping Ruby and Aqua, and that just is like, I don't want to get paranoid. I just don't want to get paranoid. But maybe, you know what, maybe I should be scared. I do not know. This is kind of true to me as well. I actually like this comment. So it says, I'm surprised by the direction this episode went. I guess I built up the Akane reveal in my head to be something more substantial, but it was resolved very quickly. For real, thought Akane was about to go yonder on all of us. Yeah, I wasn't really necessarily thinking Akane was gonna go, like, insane, though I totally get why you would, considering the whole, like, one episode prior, she was, doom spiraling to her demise, and it was very tragic and sad. So for her to, like, bounce back so hard, you know, you still want to be very cautious, because something, like, everything that happened to Akane doesn't just heal in a week or two, you know, or heal with a video being put out. Like, there's still a lot that she has to work through. And hopefully, like, Aqua is not gonna take advantage of that. Oh, please, Aqua, please be nice to her. So, like, I was kind of okay on the Akane thing. I thought this was gonna mess up Aqua a lot more, but Man's had his composure, and then he talked it out. He, like, figured out in his own head better. He had some downtime with Kana. So how did I forget Kana's name? That's so sad. I'm just bad with names and I don't have my notes up. You know, he had his downtime with Kana that he was kind of working through those thoughts as well. So Man's got the composure, and I gotta respect it. It was very built up, but it was also very hype, and so I can appreciate that. I don't know. It's kind of a weird spot. Because this episode was definitely like it's kind of a thing where it's like the last few episodes have been like really intense. So for the immediate previous episode to be like a lot less intense is kind of weird, but it's also like you can't keep up that intensity the entire time. Like, we need time to breathe. So, yeah, Pog. This is so incredibly true. Give Ruby more screen time, please, for the love of everything. Bring bong bring. This is kind of interesting as well, where it's like Aqua, and this is kind of about the Aqua pressure and Kana thing, where he said to Miyako that he didn't think he did anything wrong because he didn't lie. It's like, yes, but it's like, I know you have sneaky ideas. I don't know. I just don't. Where would I fall regarding in Aqua's mind? He doesn't acknowledge that he doesn't know where the lies end with her. Yeah, it's so gray. Everything's very gray in this show. Even I, who's like maybe my favorite character, like I really like all the characters. I is just fascinating though, because it's like, it's like she almost isn't a character, and I don't know if you really follow what I mean by that, but it's like she's like a character, but who we really got to know was the character that she conjured, right? Like the idol eye, and I've talked about that before, but it's just, yeah, she's a very fascinating thing in the story, character in the story. I don't have to call her a thing. I'm sorry, my fault. But yeah, not much to say on that. At this point, is it an Oedipus complex for Aqua? It's crazy because, like, he doesn't know either. But it's like, Oedipus complex, like, any emotions that he has well, it's weird. Oh, geez, I don't even know either, man. Because it's like, he got to know Ai before she was his mom. It's just an insane thing. And so if he, like, had some sort of crush, like, like a celebrity crush on her then it's like, how much of that went undercover? Because, like, he wasn't comfortable, like, sucking TT milk, right? Ruby was over there going crazy, though, so respect to Ruby for that. Wires getting crossed. And then this is funny as well. Actually, so incredibly true. I hope Ruby as the secondary protagonist, give her more screen time, please. Let me do a little bit of scroll through. I don't think I have too much to scroll through. Because again, it was like a calmer episode, and I don't want to just spin my wheels in mud, like in my brain too much. Also, the whole Memcho thing. Let me just say that on the Memcho thing, it's crazy to me that this entire time we've seen her in the OP, and it's been like, oh, Memcho's going to join the band, or join the idol group. I wonder how that's going to happen. And then it literally was just like, hey, I had a dream of being an idol. Don't tell anybody. And then he's like, oh, you want to be an idol? And she's like, oh, bet. Like, it's that easy. It wasn't like, I'm expecting some crazy, I don't know, shenanigans to happen, but I feel like maybe that's gonna come next episode, because she hasn't said anything yet. She just has like the gleam of hope in her eyes. Maybe there's some, like, you can actually see in her eyes, like the middle of her, like where her pupils would be, is like a glowing white, like a star is being born within her eyes. Whoa! Shout out the dogs if you can hear the dogs. But yeah, man, I kind of want to just jump into the episode. Is that wrong of me? Is that wrong of me to have a shorter intro and jump into the episode? I don't think it is. I think that just means I want to watch the show. What exactly is Ai to me? Is the question, isn't it, brother man? Am I her fan, or is she a mother to me? A little bit of both. You can be a fan of your mother. in a normal way, not in a problematic way. Honestly, let's just jump into the next episode. I feel like we're starting a new arc, thing with the idol stuff. New idol group drop, Bikomachi revival coming in hot. Akane is I feel like her purpose with the eye thing, because that was a big thing that I was talking about last time, is going to be whatever Aqua wants it to be, rather than her spinning off on her own with it. But I don't know. Like, I could see it. It would be cool if Akane did gain some sort of fascination in Ai's character, because of, like, she can see the darkness within Ai, and then she has the darkness within herself from, like, all the trauma and such. So maybe there could be, like, an interesting, like, obsession that goes just beyond, like, an analytical love, but, like, an actual, like, soul, like, oh, like, she is me for real kind of thing. So I feel like that would be really interesting if we kind of got to, like, have, like, because it's like, man, it's like, I've been the entire time since episode 1, one of my saddest things was Ai's gone, and I loved her character, and she's so interesting, So it's like, is Akane going to be our chance to explore Ai's character more, but just, like, post-mortem? Because that's, like, really cool, and I'm down with it. So I do hope that, like, her persona of Ai is something that's more than just a tool she uses for Aqua, and is actually something that she, like, has really locked into. Because, like, I don't know, we haven't seen her do her analysis thing with other characters. And with Ai, it looked like she was losing it, but, like, how much does she lose it normally? How much does she get lost in the art of, like, analyzing, you know? Or is it like what? How special was that in who Akane is? In that, how special is her attachment to Ai compared to her attachment to other characters? I'm willing to guess. I'm hoping it's pretty crazy, and I'm willing to guess it's pretty crazy, but we don't know for sure because we haven't seen her, like, do that with other characters yet. But yeah, I just want more Ai in my life, okay? And Akane's the next best thing. But yeah. Let's jump into this episode, I say. Episode 9. Get it going. Should be exciting. Get my freaking hair out of the way. Forehead episode. Let's go. Let's get going. And a 3, a 2, a 1. Bam! Play the intro? Thank you. They don't even got me tripping anymore. I already know we start with the intro. Though I'm not gonna lie, after I keep listening to the English version, I love the English version. Like, I think I might even like it more than the Japanese. Like, the dub for the English goes so well. Ruby, my beloved. I want her to get more screen time. Because, like, Ruby's going to have, you know, like, she's going to have so much drama, or, like, potential drama with how invested she is with following Ai, like, becoming an idol and all that. Like, can we explore some of that, please? Or just to keep exploring Aqua. I'm fine with that too, but, like, I don't know. Give me more Ruby, please. I said also it's just really good transition, juxtaposition of, like, Ai on stage dancing, and then it's Aqua, like, kind of panicking, and the camera's spinning around him. He's, like, lunging for things, but he can't quite grab them. Because it's like he's also caught in a dance, you know? In the same way that she's dancing on stage, he's dancing, but it's, like, behind the stage, but his dance is one of life and death, you know? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my boy! That's my boy Aqua! Oh, I have a Dr. Pepper cream soda. Wait, let me open it. Okay, yeah. Mem Joe! YouTuber Mem. Oh, Mem, you look kind of nervous. Dude, he has a shirt that says Aqua! 370,000! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Bro, Memcho! Oh my goodness, Memcho. Alright. Okay. Commissioning your services. Interesting. Okay. There definitely is. Oh, exposed, exposed, exposed. She's actually 35. How old is she really? How old is she really? I'm 12. I'm 12. One fear. One fear. Oh, oh, you little rat. Tell me. That much? Oh, wasn't it 18? Yeah, claimed was 18. 1, 2, 3, 4. 22? That's not that much. Six? Until 25? She claimed to be 18. Yeah, that's a... What? What were your reasons? Are we getting tragic? Aw, Ice fan for all eternity. Bro, she looks so different. Aww. MEM a real one. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Still on temporary leave from high school? Oh, that's... yeah. You gotta keep lying. Yep, you can't you can't expose yourself after that. 7 years. Oh my goodness. Ruby! Ruby! Oh, Ruby. Kana's here too. Let's go, Kana. Oh, she relates, bro. She relates. Oh, poor Kana. Kana wants her to join, bro. It's also true. It's also funny because, you know, the whole like mental, like the second life thing. Bro, she just hired her on the spot like that. Oh, but you love her. You love her for it, Aqua. What? Dang. Oh, look how cute they are. They really are kids in comparison. That's funny. Dang, squad goals. Bro, it's actually so OP to have Memcho. That's like an easy beginning popular. Oh, Pink Girl. I have your name. What's your name? Minami. It was a good kiss, though. For reality TV, it had good setup. Oh, that's what you think. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. She saw eye silhouette, she knew. Dang. What's up, Frill? Yeah, Frill, I think. No one hates good-looking people, right? Oh. She is funny. That was funny. I was about to say. I totally would have pinned her down. What are you... Yeah, she kind of crazy with that. I like it. Mmm. No, Aqua was going crazy there, yeah. Oh, Aqua. His pose. Poor Kana's getting hoed. Bikomachi channel just dropped. Aww. High school girls pajama party Frank chat. Easy 10K, bro. No, yeah, the Memcho publicity, easy clap. It's happening. It's real. Okay, get practicing. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, hi, Ghost Riders, Pog. I don't know how idle stuff actually works that well, so I'm not even gonna... Couldn't even tell you. Yoink. True. Oh, wow. Oh, that's gonna be... And Ruby's gonna be there on it. Kana, stop being lazy. Yes. Bro, Ruby's gonna be pogged at this, because she already knows all those. Look, I thought they were crying, but they were just sweating. That's actually kind of funny. They're pogging, they're pogging. You have a shirt that just says baking soda? She's the best one. I love Kana. Is Aqua gonna walk up? That's why. That's why you did. Aww. Damn, but he's already gone. Poor Kana. I don't blame her at all. I don't blame her at all. This is about to be insane too. True. Never meet your heroes. A competition in bluffing. Wow, well said. And this environment is so bleak. That feels like foreshadowing. Oh, wow. So based. I love her. La la la. Oh, wow, wow. That's crazy. Crazy connection. Akane is twice as useful. Wow, Okane is so much more useful now. Okay, Okane, that's crazy. It was probably her falling in love that sparked that change so much, too. Or falling what she thought was love. I mean, we know it's complicated with her. Suddenly had the face of a grown woman. You popped off on the TV show, Aqua. What do you mean? He's investing in you, Aqua. True. I like how this guy's so... I feel like he's being very honest about it, too. Which I... But, like... I don't know. He's saying it how it is, because, I mean... Aqua would be able to tell if he wasn't right. Hey, subscribe. That didn't look like you have hit the subscribe button. It didn't look like he had subscribed! Okay, this is good. Takoyaki shirt. She's so excited. How could you say no to her, Kana? Man, Kana got mad reservations compared to the other two. Ruby says, that's my girl Mem right there. She's speaking facts. On what? Ah. Okay, so that's like a terminology. Oh my gosh, Mepjo is up in our face. I mean, dude, Ruby really wants it. Ruby really wants it. Everyone's gonna want it. Except Kano. But who can sing? Hmm? What? You're showing us it? She's already been the center before for the bell peppers. She's got experience. Put her in. In preschool? Aww. Oh, do you have self-esteem singing issues? There it is. We're doing it with a karaoke contest? Oh, don't say that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that's depressing. Oh, Kana. Oh, Kana. You've at least got a very pretty face. Yeah, I'll... This poor girl. Okay, Ruby, you've really got to come in clutch here. Thank you. Okay, Ruby. Okay, Ruby. Aww. Oh my goodness, this is getting stressful. Dang. A duel. Karaoke duel. Wait, they both suck? Oh, they both suck. What does that mean? The joy of watching someone suck get better? I mean, I kind of like it, but what? Kana. She's got such a positive attitude, though. You have to appreciate that. Okay. They're about to be blown away by her Bell Pepper song. No, listen to Bell Pepper. No, listen to Bell Pepper. Okay. Bro, she has an entire produced music video. Aw, she's holding the moon. I like the like celestial theme, like the space theme, because we've seen that with Eye and the Stars before, so it's pretty like just thematically relevant, right? Did this flop or something? Like, why isn't she you know, she's got like no confidence with any of this stuff. So like, what went wrong? I mean, like, with this specifically, you know. Because we know what went wrong with like the whole child actress stuff. She's clued in on how that all went. So sweet. My Kana love it. She's too good. She's too good. She's too good. Toe's hungry for a last chance. What? So, Kana. We're getting a Kana self-esteem arc. That's what we're doing here? Well, the fun part, though, is that it ties into the aqua jealousy, right? Like, that's really, I think, what's got her down. And it's, like, bringing all those, like, past feelings kind of back to the surface. Wait, what if we just make Aqua the center? New stretch just dropped. Nah, but like, I don't know. I mean, this is kind of part of that whole like this is like a very minor example of how Aqua making moves could like hurt the people around him, you know? Cause by doing but like the Akane kiss, right? Like that obviously is really made Kana sad. But at the same time, that's like a very normal, that's a very normal jealousy thing that like would happen with teenagers, as opposed to like so that's like not that bad. So I don't like, he's not being like evil rat Aqua by doing that. Like, not super, you know, he's not going full sicko rat mode. Man, what I really like though about this, what they did with this episode, dude, look at the color composition between these two shots with Aqua in the sushi place. Look how muted everything is. Right? Even like the shining part of his eye is such like a dull shining white. And like it's like all the colors are just very like unsaturated. And then we cut to like, oh, like, you know, the girls like hanging out, like they are bright and cheery and wearing pink and blue, and everyone's got colorful hair, and then but we're back here and it's so like grayed, right? Which I mean shows just the distance of like Aqua and Ruby, like what they're doing. The Ruby lines specifically were interesting to me about like where was it? When she was thinking back about Aqua, right? This. Aqua's feelings towards Akane, ... We don't actually hear it, but we get that little reflection of eye. So, I wish she would just our Shirley. I mean, surely she's saying, are Shirley just like projections from his relationship to I, which is something that, I mean, she's like, to see Ruby stress about it though, I appreciate. I just like Ruby, like, I don't even know what you would say to him, right? But I need that sibling connection to be made. I mean, you guys haven't. When's the last time you guys talked in one of these episodes? Like talked, you know? I just feel like, I feel like they, ever since end of episode 1, there's been like so much distance between the two of them. And Kana really, poor Kana really had a flashback of him kissing Akane. Yeah, she's mad jealous. But like, I get it. And I think Aqua approached it as better, like, very well, where he said his piece of like my emotions have been hurt by what you've done. But he wasn't like super judgmental with it. Well, I don't know. What did he say exactly? He said a bit of a spicy line of like, you're always like this. I know you've got a foul mouth and an attitude, right? But I think he doesn't mean that, like, I don't think he means that like you're a hoe as much as it's just like, I know this is how you work and like this is how you interact with people. But like right now it's actually like hurting me personally. But he says his piece and then he walks away. That's just so mature, right? Because he's giving space, right? Like he's not like laying into her or anything. And like ideally he wouldn't have walked so far away that when she says Aqua he could have come back. But you know, we don't live in a perfect world where everything goes right. We live in a sad world where everything goes wrong. You know what I mean? It's just crazy to me that Memcho and Ruby both suck at singing. Do the backup idols? So, like, I don't know how idols work. I thought they all sang. They don't all sing. One sings. The center sings. It's probably different for every idol group, or, like, there's different, like, formats or whatever. I was, going into this, I was under the impression that all the idols were, all the idols are kind of in the same spot, and they just, like, different ones would sing at different times for different songs, you know, or different ones would lead for different songs. Not that it was, like, as locked in. And I thought that's kind of what made I an exception in Bikomachi, where she was, like, so much of a center. Yeah. Interesting. Dang. Okay. I'm gonna I want to rewatch a little bit of these Kana scenes as well. I need to get a translation of her singing this. Maybe I'll look for that, actually. See if I can find a translation of Full Moon here. Because, I mean, like, a good voice and I'm down, but, like, what are you singing about, man? Yeah, I'm gonna pause real quick and see if I can find that Full Moon Kana. Okay, so I didn't find the Full Moon lyrics for the English because I don't think they exist yet because I looked on YouTube and it wasn't there. Because the song also came out today because today is when the episode released. So, understandable, GG, I tried. Instead, what I did is I rewatched episode 5. The part, not all of it, just the part where Aqua pressures Kana into being an idol. Because the episode we just watched was like largely there was that weird division where, you know, Kana is separate from Ruby and Mem, who are like, Ruby and Mem are pogging about being an idol, and Kana really kind of feels like she doesn't want to be there. So I was like, does she even want to be there at all? And really, she only joined because Aqua told her to join. And so, like, you know, like, she's got to, I don't know. It's just, it sucks because her main motivation to join was Aqua. You know, like, he straight up just begged her to join and then she caved. And, even if she, like, wants to be an idol, you know, like, the reason she joined was Aqua. And so now for Aqua and her to have that division, it, like, completely kneecaps her idol ambition, which is just not healthy for the idol group, right? I mean, we have a performance in a month now? We got on the schedule for that? What, like JIV or whatever? Like, or JIF, Japanese something festival something? I don't know. But, like, we're on the schedule, right? Like, we kind of got to lock in now. And so I feel like we're now setting up for, like, a sort of Kana reconciliation with Aqua, necessary drama. The stakes are increasing. There's a time pressure now, you know. So like her motivation's garbage. We got to convince her to become the center, and because she can actually sing, pop off. Shout out getting like a perfect score in karaoke. What was it, like something at the? What was it at the? It was right here at the very end, right? She's literally 97 points alone in her room, alone in her own karaoke room, just drinking a drink. Like, that's so sad. And I actually, it was also fun. When I went back to I think it was episode 4, or maybe even 3. I think it was 3. She went to karaoke with Aqua. Because I was kind of thinking, like, I swear I've seen her go to karaoke before. And so I scrolled through every episode, and I was like, oh, here it is in episode 3. So, like, this was it's kind of fun that at least was foreshadowed. But yeah, I mean, it really just is a case of her past issues with kind of being abandoned as a child actress, you know, as she's grown up, I feel like those insecurities are being brought back to light with Aqua. Now she's getting jealous and then thinks she's not, like, you know, other girls are being chosen, you know. It's like, oh, he says I got a cute face, but he said Memcho had a cute face too, you know. Like, she doesn't feel special to him anymore. Those same insecurities are now popping back up, especially because her motivation to even be in the idol group in the first place was because of Aqua saying, please be in the group, 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 and then she did it, right? So, yeah. It's kind of crazy, too, because if we actually looked at the, and this was referenced in the comments, but I think pulling it back up is worth doing. The actual, when he begs her to, or when Aqua tells her to do it, bro, seeing Akane episode 5 is crazy. We had no idea. I had no idea what they were going to do with her at that point, you know? That's crazy to me. But when this part here, where Aqua says, you know, our girl says, one of these days is going to come back to bite you, be careful when you walk alone at night, which is true. He's going to get destroyed at some point by these actions. And he says, I don't feel like I've done anything wrong, it's not like I lied or anything, right? It just sucks because, like, Kana's now in a really uncomfortable position that she didn't want to be in because he emotionally manipulated her to do it. And, like, emotionally manipulate sounds a lot more devious than it is, but, like, he, like, peer pressured her into doing it, I guess. But he literally says, I read her like a book and then used that to my advantage to force her to protect, like, into a position to protect my sister. Which is, like, not for her own good. Yeah. So, like, maybe, I don't know. I just, what worries me is that he's not seeing that as a bad thing. And it could be that at this point, like, his relationship with Kana hadn't really grown yet, so he was a lot more willing to see her as a tool. in this way, like, oh, like I'm gonna use her to protect my sister kind of thing. Like, would he do that to her now? Would he be willing to like pressure her into things based on his like analysis of how she works? I feel like not as much, but probably yes to a degree still. But like I feel like the more he gets to know her, the more he's got to like show her respect in that way. Dang, yeah. I'd say she's too hard on herself. It's all like because that's what I think Ruby just said or someone said, right? I mean, you can't blame her if she's or MEM saying that. Shout out MEM. Who said it? Let me just listen. Oh, it's Ruby. It's Ruby who says it. Like you can't blame her for that, especially when she got the boot from her agencies and such. And nobody spat bars at her. I thought we were about to have a team moment here. No team moment. Because, to the problem, Ruby, I don't think she doesn't understand the Aqua connection into Kana's issues because she literally introduced her, like, let me make you feel better. She started with bringing up Aqua, which is, like, not going to work at all. Because that's what the issue is, right? That she feels insecure with her relationship to Aqua. So bringing up Aqua is like not going to make her feel better, right? Because she can fire back because she's already thought about it like 10 times over, and that's what she's upset about. And then Ruby immediately walks back and says like, "You're now troublesome, cynical." Like it's funny, yes, but like Ruby, like I don't know. I thought you were about to pop off with your words, and then you're digging into her. Any guy who dates you will have it rough. Ruby, come on, like be nice. At least MEM comes over and gives her at least a head pat while she's saying the difficulty thing. And then this of like Ruby's now thinking a lot more about the Aqua. I'm getting an increasingly good idea of what the type of girls my brother's into, which is kind of off-putting. Like she's saying it like in a like I don't know. She's not analyzing it in a like, oh, I'm seeing my brother for being really scary and manipulative, but she's just kind of being like, oh, it's kind of awkward that like I'm getting an idea of like who he's romantically into, and she kind of brought that up previously with the whole Akane Ai thing of like that crossing her mind and kind of worrying her, or at least it's something she's contemplating that could be an issue, but it's just like little does she know that that's just the tip of the iceberg, right? Like Ruby's like mommy issues with Ai, as complicated as they are, and while they are still the root of his revenge issues, are like not as pressing an issue, I would say, as the revenge stuff that he's going down. His like isolation, his using other people, his manipulation, like the things that have stemmed from that relationship is what's very worrying to me, not his type of girl. But like maybe this is showing like, I don't know, she's definitely thinking more about it, which is good, and could be like the seeds planted for her to like absolutely roll in some, or like, I don't know, put pieces together and actually recognize some of Aqua's behavior down the line, as like being what they are. Problematic. Oh wait, Full Moon was above Bell Pepper Exercises in the leaderboard. That's so sad. I thought Bell Pepper Exercises was the top one. This is the saddest thing of my entire life. Also, the whole I Country Bumpkin lacked professionalism thing. I just love her even more now. Like, this is a good outfit. What do you mean? What's wrong with it? Show up for work wearing clothes she got on the cheap that didn't suit her. She looks sick. This is the I want to talk to. Like, the whole idol, like, glowing, beautiful, like, shining eye. Like, that's one thing. But, like, I want to see the person that turns into that. Like, that's, I'm interested in this eye. Which is so sad, because I'm not gonna... I guess, well, we'll get pieces of it, especially if Aqua maybe even uses Akane to get into that figure out who was in that workshop that I joined, that she met Aqua's dad in, and then that's going to, of course, be where a lot of things are going to come out. Right. I wonder, like, I'm trying to think what's the climax of this season gonna be. Is it I feel like it's, like, I've really been pushing the idea of, like, an Aqua stuck between a choice of revenge and doing something that's, like, positive with his sister. But, like, oh, she got 57 points. I didn't even notice. These karaoke screens are way too... 43 and 57, you guys. That is so funny, actually. I was too busy looking at their faces, man. Wait, so, like, aren't they just bad? Aren't they just bad? Oh no, don't sign up for the thing in a month. You're not ready. You're not ready. Though maybe you are ready. It's just kind of doom posting because she's insecure about her relationships, which is fair. I mean, we love a good doom post. Dang. Man, what else am I even trying to talk about? I'm just like, I'm worried about like a handful of things, but nothing's on fire. The last couple episodes have been like things are actively on fire. And things are like in our faces problems. But I feel like right now nothing's on. Like the closest thing to a fire is kind of being insecure about herself and insecure about being an idol and not really wanting to do this as much as the others, and her relationship with Aqua and blah blah blah, which like that's bad, but at least that's not life or death, which is what the whole Aqua grand plot is about, and the whole Akane plot was about. Like the stakes have lowered, but at the same time, like I really love Kana, so I want her to be happy, and she's not happy right now. Yeah. Also, Aqua, I know you know that she's jealous, and she's like unfortunate about that, right? Surely you've got that read on her. Like so like you can apologize and say something like say like I was doing it for the show, or like me and her aren't dating, but maybe he doesn't want to like lead Kana on, which would be fine, which would be respectable. But he can add more. Yeah, I don't know. And now they've got this dramatic thing where they both like, she wants to talk to him, but he's gone, and then we're not going to get to have this conversation for so long, and the time we actually have it, it's going to be in such worse circumstance that something awful is going to happen, and then this season's going to end, and someone's going to be on fire. But yeah, that's, I guess, kind of where I'm at. Bet. Mem chose 25. Oh my goodness. Ruby had the right idea there. 25. That's kind of crazy. Yeah. Oh, Memcho. 7 years? Like, I respect it, I guess. We do a little lying. And, I mean, that's just another example of the whole lying thing, right? That her personality, like, she can pull off the 18-year-old lie, and she's more appealing to people in that way, so she's going to do it, and the people are going to enjoy the product that is her online persona more because she's able to, because of the lie. So it's for the good of the audience and for the good of the content creator, I guess. It's just, if that secret comes out, that's not good. Man, what's up with Bikomachi and the idols having secrets that could ruin their career? First we have Ai and her kids, now we have Memcho and her age, and Ruby and her mom, and Kana, I guess, being chilling. She's just insecure. At least she doesn't have like things that would ruin her image if came to light. Mostly the Ruby Ai thing. That would be so bad. And that guy and the father knows. He's out there and he knows. He could tear her down at any point. He could sledgehammer her entire career if he just dropped the information and if he has the receipts. Like, oh, here's Ruby's birth certificate. Like, read them and weep them. Well, he doesn't have access to that because she birthed by herself. He impregnated Ai and then was gone, right? Well, yeah, he probably doesn't have that kind of stuff, but he might. He very well could. He very well could drop that information, right? And so that's why it's really scary that we are named Bikomachi. But you know what? Do your thing, Ruby. Do your thing, Ruby. That's what it comes down to. At least Ruby's getting screen time. That's enough for me. Yeah, okay. I think that's all I got for this episode. Episode 9 of Oshi no Go. 2 more episodes. Then what? How long do we have to wait for season 2? 6 months. How about that? Is that a good deal? I like it. Let's say 6 months. Bet. But yeah, that's all I got for this episode 9 of Oshi no Go. On to the next episode 10. Should be exciting. Of course, if you like the video, subscribe if you're new, blah, blah, blah. Join the Discord, check me out. But until then, until next episode, that's all I got. I'll be seeing you then. Peace.